First to 10 San Antonians responding to the horrific violence in Israel. Saturday's attacks sent shockwaves across the world. More than 1,500 people in Israel and Gaza have been killed, including at least 11 Americans. The White House says it's unknown how many Americans remain missing. Tonight, residents gathered at Temple Bethel to pray for loved ones overseas, while others are desperately waiting for San Antonians on pilgrimage to come home. We have team coverage tonight. Megan Reyna will join us with what that group is experiencing as they shelter in place. But we start first with Hannah Tita with the message from San Antonians tonight. Hannah?
Well, Easties, first I'll start off with Mayor Ron Nirenberg, who says San Antonio stands with Israel. Tonight, the police chief also told us he is stepping up patrols at synagogues to make sure people feel safe here in our own community. And tonight, many came together in mourning, joining a chorus of grief, lifting up prayers for the wounded, captured, and killed overseas.
This was a terrorist massacre on civilians, on innocent children, parents.
At Temple Bethel, some have lost family members to the Holocaust, but this weekend's unprecedented attack brings a different pain.
Now Israel's civilians are feeling unsafe in their own homeland.
Nami Ikolov is the CEO of San Antonio's Jewish Federation. He says more than 10,000 Jews live in the city. Each is directly impacted by the war in Israel.
We have members in the community who have family members who have been identified as hostages already. We have members in the community who have loved ones who have passed. We have members in the community who have family in hospitals.
Nami says his sister fled Tel Aviv with her 2 young children, but his mother is still there.
It's a constant panic. Every day I start my day calling my mother.
Tonight, a promise from Mayor Ron Nirenberg.
We stand in solidarity, in particular with the Jewish community.
Nami says that's needed more than ever.
There's nobody that isn't experiencing some kind of emotional loss at this time.
And the head of the local Jewish Federation says it is not just Israelis who are being terrorized by Hamas. He says Palestinians are also being victimized. If you want to help out those victims, you can donate to the Israel Emergency Crisis Campaign. 100% of the proceeds raised will go to the victims overseas. We'll post that link with this story on our website, kens5.com. For now, reporting live downtown, Hannah Tita, KENS 5.
Thank you, Hannah. Right now, tourists from San Antonio and across the state are having to shelter in place in Israel. Tonight, we're hearing from a pastor who was preparing to lead a group on a pilgrimage through the Holy Land. KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna with the message he's sharing as the death toll rises in both Israel and Palestine. Megan?
Well, Easties, I spoke with Pastor George Mason from Dallas, who says the biggest reason they planned this trip to the Holy Land was to help promote peace, and that mission hasn't changed. But now he and 11 others, including 2 people from here in San Antonio, are forced to flee to safety.
Do feel like we are an eyewitness to history here. Not a history that we're proud of, but a history that we need to bear witness to.
George Mason founded the group Faith Commons in 2018 to provide a safe space for people of all religions. It's led by the Baptist pastor and a rabbi. The 2 planned a trip through the Holy Land with a goal to learn from both Palestinians and Israelis about their beliefs, disagreements, and how they can better work together. Mason left a few days prior to the group to go to a conference at a Palestinian university near Bethlehem. Saturday is when he met up with the group in Jerusalem to officially start the pilgrimage. The same day, violence broke out.
We were hearing rockets come into Jerusalem, but the security system called the Iron Dome was demolishing those before they could land.
Mason and his group felt safe at first, but the attacks intensified. They were advised to travel up north, out of the war zone.
There are people who are dying. There are people who are grieving. There is a country that is traumatized.
Mason says after being caught in the middle of a war, he believes now more than ever it's important to promote peace.
The bottom line is violence, and we can't just cheer for our home team. We've got to care for the humanity of people that we consider even to be our enemies.
And the group plans to travel to Jordan tomorrow, and from there are hoping to get a flight back to the United States within this week. Reporting live, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.